Hey everyone, as mentioned, this month is all about making more money, getting the money out of the vortex and into your pocket. So with that, I'm gonna help you discover the 4 common belief systems that are holding you back from earning the type of money you want to earn so that you can ultimately spend the time with your children, go on the dream vacations, have the life that you want. And so with that, it is a powerful process of calling your power back. So it is a 4-part series training with the biggest common theme of the 4 common belief systems is you assume your power to earn money is outside of yours. You think that I can't do this. Well, I don't know how to do that. I would have done better if I had more time. This makes no sense. Oh, I do want to do that. That's a great idea. I'll do it tomorrow. Ooh, I'm getting that idea again, but last time I did it, it didn't work out. No, you don't understand. My parents, blah, 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 blah. Well, that's not fair. Why does she get it and I don't? If you've ever had any of those kind of thoughts, you have momentum built on a belief system that is holding you back from manifesting in the desired income that you want. So the great news about that, though, is that it is law of attraction. Your thoughts create your belief system creates your reality. Once we uncover the belief system that you have momentum of yours built upon, once you uncover it, you have the option to create new thoughts, to create a new belief system, to create a new reality that has much more money in it. So with that, know that it is a learnable vibrational energetic pattern that you are now receiving transmissions from, knowing that you know how to make the money you want. From that, know that money has nothing to do with the family you were born into, whether or not your parents figured out how to earn money or not, whether or not you've got the good grades, whether or not you even went to college or not. It has nothing to do with your place of birth, your gender, your color, etc., etc., etc. It is a learnable vibrational pattern. And with that, today's video is all about the I can't and there must be something wrong with me. There's something wrong with me. That is the first common belief system of 4 that hold people back from earning the type of money they want to earn. For those of you who are new to me, my name is Kelly Lunt, and I'm an intuitive channel and law of attraction expert who helps a lot of people earn the type of money that they want to earn. A lot of business owners earn the type of money they want to earn so that ultimately they get to go home and enjoy the hug with their children, the time with their husband, or the dates that they want to go on, whether you're married or not. So just as a quick recap, this video series, every Sunday I'll be uploading a video about the 4 common belief systems that are holding you back. Once they're removed, we can instill a new belief system that will activate your finances to flow right in. And this is the 4 things that I did to go from struggling from earning $1,500 to $2,000 a month to get up to $5,000 a month to $6,000 a month to $25,000 a month. Everything in this 4-part series is what you need to be able to do that. What allowed me in my first month of business to go from $2,000 a month to $25,000 a month and be able to take a month-long road trip as well as 2 months off just to go hang out with my grandpa who's 91. That's what prompted this video series. I want you to experience the pleasure of having the choice, because money is about choice of how you spend your time. I want you to have that choice. So with that, the flow of this video is going to be, we're going to do a gentle activation and energy activation to get your energy out of the old belief system and into the new one, a little mantra that you can repeat. And we're going to go over the number 1 belief system that's holding you back, which is statements like I can't and there must be something wrong with me. Then I'm going to show you how to navigate out of it and keep going in the direction you want to be going. And I'll be live every Thursday at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time to be here live to help you guys with this. So if you watch the video, need any help, you want me to channel source for you on it, like I'm there for you every Thursday on this YouTube channel. So make sure you subscribe to get those notifications. If you stay tuned until the very end, if you want super in-depth support with this, I have a mastermind course coming up. I'll announce at the very end though. Right now we'll just get to the activation. So this is the mantra that I said almost daily throughout the year process to go from $2,000 months to $25,000 months. I now allow myself to feel better each and every day. I allow all areas of my life to feel good. Health, wealth, happiness, and love. I allow myself to have a new, higher, happier set point for allowing good feeling experiences in. It can all be good. One more time. I now allow myself to feel better each and every day. I allow all areas of my life to feel good. Health, wealth, happiness, and love. I allow my life to have a new, higher, happier set point for allowing good feeling experiences in. It can all be good. So the reason why the activation had nothing to do with money, just about good feeling experiences, will be stated later in the video, but just make sure you guys say that daily. It's 4 sentences. Say it at least once. You can do the Mark Anthony pose, hold your arms out. You could do the Superman, the hero poses as you say it so that you really get that feeling in. But it is the number one thing that I did, as well as everything I'm going to explain in these 4 videos, that really just raised my ability to receive more in my life. So with that, let's go into some detail about, for everyone out there who says, I can't, or has the underlying thought pattern, belief system of something's wrong with me. So how this is playing out in your day-to-day, how to know, how to tell if this is the common belief system that's holding you back. I can't ask for a pay raise because it hasn't been a full year, or it's like, oh, I'll ask for the pay raise after this project, after they see what a good job I do, after they receive the value, after they see the value that I provide, then I'll ask for what I know I'm worth. Or I can't say that because my mom, da-da-da-da-da, because my friend, da-da-da-da, because the city might reject me. Oh, my neighbors might think this. I have to maintain my lawn a certain way or my neighbors will think I'm lazy and blah, 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 blah. I can't tell my husband I don't like blank because he really likes it and it will hurt his feelings. For everyone out there wanting to make money and who runs their own business, I can't charge that amount because I can't raise my rates because the people who currently pay me can't afford that and I will lose this client base. Who will the new clients be? I can't charge that because that would mean I'm greedy. I'm not doing this for the love of it, for the passion. It would mean I'm doing it for the money. Honeys, if you're watching this video, you're doing it for both. You are doing what you want to be doing to help people and earn money. And in order to help people the most, you have to be willing to receive money that will sustain you because you are not at your most. You are not at your best self helping your clients, whether you're a doctor, a lawyer, a coach, a teacher. You're not helping your students the most if in the back of your mind, 30% of your mind is worrying about how you're going to pay rent. Charging a less rate is doing no one any good. Whew. How this might also be playing out in your life. If you have items that you're selling, you go Google it, look on eBay, what was the last amount it was sold for, and you list it for less than what it's worth. You list it for $500, someone PMs you and says, I'll take it for $250, and you sell it for less with the thought pattern being, oh, well, I should just take that $250. I don't know if the full amount will come in, and $250 is better than nothing. Or you say yes to going to outings and activities that you don't want to go to. Instead of, when you have that time off, like, oh, Sunday, let's have a day to myself, but you have that friend who calls, we haven't seen each other in forever, let's go to brunch. And there's a part of you that's like, oh, well, I technically don't have anything to do, so I guess I'll go. I don't have a good reason to not say no, so I'll go. You go when you don't want to go. The reason for saying no is because you have that book you want to read. You have that bath you want to take. You have the tarot cards you want to play with. You have the gym workout you want to do. You have the movie you want to see. You have something that you want to do for yourself, that you're valuing what they want over what you want. How else it might be playing out? I never have time to do blank, essentially because you're valuing how others would feel or what they want over what you want to do. I repeated that. Sorry, guys. My friends wanted to go drinking last night, so now I'm too hungover to work out. What you wanted to do was get a good night's sleep to work out, but your friends called. Oh, come on, I don't want to drink alone. And you went out anyway. You sacrificed what you value, a good night's sleep, waking up refreshed, a good workout, in exchange for your friends and what they would think of you, whether they would call you a good friend or not. Oh, come on, don't be a workaholic. It's Friday night. You got to come out and have fun. You got to blow some steam off. You sacrificed your values in exchange for security of friendship. Or most coaches, most business owners, or most people who are stuck in the corporate world and want to break out to do their own, the most common thing that they say, I got to do what pays the bills. This is what pays the bills, and it leaves you no time to start the side business you've always been wanting. Okay, so all of this, guys, is just kind of help you become aware if you're in the energy of, I can't do this. Because what it boils down to, this might sting a little, guys. I'm only saying it because I love you, and I'm only saying it because it helped me go from $2,000 to $25,000 a month. This is one of the biggest awarenesses you could have. I'm about to tell you what you're doing that's preventing you from going after what you want. And that is your opinion, what you say, and what you do is for sale, for a feeling of comfort, security, safety, and approval. The things that you think, I like the president, I don't like the president. What you say, oh, that's something I could support, I can get behind that. Oh, I can do that. Oh, no, that's not something I could do. What you do, whether you go out that Friday night or stay in, is for sale. You are selling yourself. Kind of sound like a prostitute. For a feeling of comfort and safety. So what that looks like in your day-to-day life, though, is you're not asking for that pay raise because your opinion that you're worth more, is for sale for the comfort of the paycheck that's coming in. Your feeling of comfort of, okay, well, I at least have this amount that I'm surviving off of is better than nothing. Or perhaps you're afraid, if I ask for that pay raise, they may not think I'm worth it. They'll start looking at me, and maybe they won't even need me at all. Maybe they'll fire me. Do you see how you're selling what you really want? Your opinion, I'm worth more, what you really want to do, ask for the pay raise, what you want to say, hey, you got to pay me more. You're sacrificing all of that. You're sacrificing your values, what you believe in exchange for a pilly paycheck that you don't even like anyway. Or it might be playing out in your day-to-day life in that you don't apply for the promotion at the new company. Oh, but what if I go there? Sure, I'll make an extra $25,000 a year, an extra $100,000 a year, whatever the amount is. Oh, but what if it's worse there than what it is here? What if they fire me after being there for a month? Here, at least know that they won't fire me. It's not good. It's not great. I don't like coming here, but I have the comfort and the security of that paycheck. The list can go on and on and on, but if you're watching this video, it's about money. So you're either not applying for the promotion, you're not asking for a pay raise at the current place, you're not charging more in your business, all because you're giving up your value system in exchange for feeling of comfort and security. It's a pretty big deal, guys, because I remember for a while there I did that too, where I was charging like $40 for a tarot read, even though I don't do tarot, I do law of attraction. But I was like, oh, but no one would understand law of attraction. I was sacrificing my value, what I do, in exchange for comfort, because I know that people would at least pay $40 for a tarot spread. when I did like $50 channeling reads, I was sacrificing what I wanted to be doing. I needed to be charging a certain amount to be able to pay my rent every month. But I was sacrificing that because, oh, but people will think I'm greedy. People will think this. I was sacrificing what I wanted, my opinion of what I was worth, what I wanted to do, what I wanted to say was the amount I charged, in exchange for approval from society. I wouldn't have to deal with the, oh, you charge too much, oh, you're being greedy. So you guys see how it's kind of playing out in your life? You're doing something right now. You're sacrificing your values in exchange for a feeling of comfort, safety, approval from others. Okay. Drum roll for the next little bit. If you are likely in a place where you are sacrificing your values in exchange for those feelings, you typically also feel that no matter what you do, it's not good enough. You will never be good enough. What you did doesn't have a chance to succeed because there is something inherently wrong with you. What if I get into a situation and I don't even stand a chance? What if I put that new offer out there that matches my opinion of what I'm worth, that is what I actually want to be doing, the type of stuff I want to be saying, and no one buys it? What if I put my best out there and no one buys it? Okay. So now that we have just identified one of the biggest belief systems that is key, I just told you, made you aware of one of the 4 biggest ways that you are fucking up your income. I'm going to recap it for you. You are sacrificing. You are offering for sale your opinion, what you think about the world, what you think about yourself, what you want to say, what you want to do. Those are all for sale. You are prostituting your mind, your body, and your heart in exchange for a feeling of approval from your city, from your neighbors, from your friends. For a feeling of, well, I at least have this paycheck, well, I at least have these clients who pay this amount. This is better than nothing. Now I'm about to tell you how you navigate out of that, how you actually go for that promotion and live your wildest dreams, how you actually raise your rates. This is all mindset we're going on here. So the very first thing you have to do is you have to become aware of every time you present yourself from saying something. First become aware of every time you prevent yourself from doing something. I can't. This is going to be a little bit of like a week-long, 2-week-long, 4-week-long practice for you. The first week I did this, I was, oh, I just said the words I can't. Oh, I just thought I can't. Write them down so that you see it, and then you'll become aware of, oh, I'm not applying for the promotion because I can't because of X, Y, Z. You need to become aware of what it is you think you can't do. I can't charge more because my current clients can't pay more and I'll lose them. This little amount is better than nothing. You need to become aware of that. So if that's what was happening to me, so if it's happening to you, you just became aware of it. But sometimes other people will have different, you got to become aware of what it is, okay? So ask yourself that. Just every time you want to say the word, I can't do that, I can't say that, that's not accepted, ooh, that's breaking some hidden rule, write it out so you become aware of it. Then pull out your journal book to do this, guys. The second question you got to ask yourself, where might you compromise this in the future? If you navigate out of it this one time, you double your rates from like 200 to 400. Are you going to be able to double your rates again from 200 to 800? Are you going to be able to go from 400 to 2 to 3 month long packages? Because that was something that I had to do. I had to raise my rates from $50 an hour to 200, 200 to 400, and then 400 for one-off sessions. I then had to switch to 2 to 3 month coaching packages. Each time I made that adjustment, I had to go back and re-examine, I can't, because this is your belief system that's holding you back. So you have to, for a prolonged period of time, you have to think the new thoughts that will create the new belief system. Okay, so another thing you need to become aware of, What is keeping me from feeling good? What is keeping me from feeling good? Oh, guys, this one's going to be deep because this is where you have to, this is where I became aware of friends that I didn't actually consider friends. I was like, oh, well, I don't like drinking Friday night. Going out Friday night and drinking, that's preventing me from feeling good because what I really want is I just want a good night's sleep on Friday nights. And I want to wake up Saturday mornings and run. That was one of the hardest things I've ever had to do. I had to tell my friends of like 2 years, I don't want to go out, guys. Don't want to go out. Oh, there was peer pressure. There was their belief system rearing its ugly head at me. What? But you work too much. You're a workaholic. Da 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 da. And I had to keep reminding myself, I value a good night's sleep on Friday night. I value waking up early Saturday. I value having a healthy body more than I value blowing off steam and drinking a beer on a Friday night. You have to continuously do this. What is keeping me from feeling good? And make an inventory of it and then examine everything you're doing that's not, everything that you're either doing that doesn't feel good or everything that you're not doing to feel good. Another question you want to ask yourself, what feelings am I trying not to feel? So this is a good one, like if you're dating someone and it doesn't feel good being with them, oftentimes you have to admit, oh, I made a bad choice. Oh, this is an abusive relationship. No one wants to admit that stuff. No one wants to feel that. But the only way you're going to be able to break up with the person is if you admit it. How that relates to money, if you have a current, if you have a client that you're charging $500 a month and you realize it's like $1,000, $2,000 a month service you're providing, you're trying to prevent yourself from feeling greedy. You're trying to prevent yourself from feeling evil. Oh, it's not that big of a deal. They signed on with me in the very beginning. No, that's a lie. That is you saying, I can't charge my worth because they signed on in the beginning. AKA, I can't charge my worth because they might think that I'm blank. You're exchanging your value, what you think you're worth, what you want to do, what you want to say, in exchange for feeling of approval from your client. In exchange for, well, that's at least $500 that I have, and I know at $500 they'll stay. Guys, be gentle with yourself as you go through that and just start becoming aware of the Cant. It was a process of 2 to 3 weeks for me. So know that it's a lot of awareness that you're going to go through. Okay, so now that you've that's a journaling thing for you, and you could journal even deeper of like, I can't say that to my mom. I can't say XYZ to my mom because I can't say XYZ to my dad because I can't say XYZ to a client because I can't say XYZ to my boss. I can't ask my mom for X. I can't ask my dad for X. I can't ask for, I can't say no to. Journal all of those about everyone in your life, and you're going to have a lot of epiphanies going off of how much you're sacrificing and selling your values in exchange for piddly money or piddly approval. Okay, here's another technique you could do. Here's the second technique I'm telling you to help navigate out of this. Every time you say the word I can't, replace it with the word I won't. I can't charge X amount because my clients will think I'm greedy. I won't charge X amount so I don't have to potentially feel shame. I can't, change it to I won't. I can't tell my friends that I can't go out drinking Friday night. I won't tell my friends. So now ask yourself this, because you're here watching how to earn money. I can't do XYZ. I won't do XYZ, and I'm choosing to not live my wildest dreams. I won't charge more. I won't ask for the pay raise. I won't set firm boundaries with my clients because I don't want to have a successful business. Ooh, stings, right? It stung when I wrote it out. So I love you guys as you're going through this. Okay, so here's another fun one that I did. And every time, like when I was getting on phone calls before clients and like telling them, yo, $500 a month is now $2,000 a month, you do the hand technique. I think this was first introduced by the guy who wrote the Chicken Soup for the Soul series. I'm forgetting his name. Jack Canfield. It's the hand technique. Pull your hands apart, clasp them together. Notice which thumb is on top, thumb and pointer fingers on top. Now switch them. When you first do it, it feels a little uncomfortable. Keep your hands here for a good, like if you do it for 2-3 minutes, it will start to feel normal. But just keep your hands clasped as you keep watching this video. And you're gonna notice in time, it starts to feel more and more comfortable as time goes on. So just like, set a timer for 2 minutes, sit and breathe, just kind of breathe until you feel your shoulders relax and until you get present in the moment and feel your bottom and your legs touching the chair that you're on. And then notice it doesn't feel as awkward as it did. So, because if you have your thoughts create your belief system, create your reality, you have a belief system, which means you've had momentum on these thoughts. Oh, I can't do that because of this, from childhood. Oh, I can't ask mom for help right now because she's too tired. Oh, because I'll bother her, I'll wake her and she needs sleep. That translates later. Now that's a belief system. I can't ask my boss for more money because it will put more stress on him and his business, and he doesn't need more stress right now. See how that works, guys? So know that this is what I did before phone calls with clients. I did that and I was like, okay, you're right. I'm doing something new, and sometimes new things feel a little uncomfortable. Doesn't mean you don't do it. I can't charge my worth because I won't let myself feel a little uncomfortable when I have to bring it up. Do you guys see how it works now? Comment below, guys. Let me know how this works for you. Okay, so we're continuing on the navigating out part. So now 100%, we need you, because you've been sacrificing your values for a very long time in exchange for comfort, security, approval. So what you need to do is just go on Google and Google values list. That way you could just see a list of words that represent values that people live by. At bare minimum, write 3. Ideally 10, okay? Write your list of values, what I value. And I made my list of values and I kind of made some up too. I was like, I value paying my bills every month. I value providing a nice roof over my head, running water, electricity. So when I had that one client who, prior to me discovering the value list, it was always, well, shoot, he bought the session. Okay, I'll go longer than an hour. Sometimes it would extend to 2-3 hours, but I only billed for 1 hour. I can't charge him for the full 3 hours because he might think I'm greedy. I can't charge for the full 3 hours because he might not book a $600 session, but I know he'll book the $200. I'll take the $200 for fear that I might not get the full amount. I turn around and put more boundaries on it because I value paying my bills. I value sticking to the time that I committed to giving to a client. He extended it and paid the extra money. I just had to be willing to feel a little uncomfort. When I raised my rates from $200 to $400, at that point he did back out. He was like, whoa, that's just too much for me. He backed out. New clients came in who wanted that level of service. About 4 or 5 months after I did the $200 to $400, I went for $400 to coaching packages for 2 to 3 months. He came back. When I got on the phone with him, I was like, what is that? I did the hand thing, and I was like, what is his reaction going to be when I now tell him, $6,000? And I told him, I was like, look, I don't really do one-offs anymore. This is what I do, da-da-da-da-da. And he was like, no, I just want a one-off. I was like, well, here's an old website link that I have. But you see how even there right then, I was technically sacrificing my values a little bit because I don't do one-offs anymore. I do longer-term transformations for people. But so I gave him the link, and it was like $1,000 because if my long-term clients are paying me a couple thousand a month, then a one-off session needs to be priced accordingly. He just kind of looked at it. He was like, wow, you can command that kind of money now, huh? I was like, I mean, yeah, that's not really something that I do, so I'm even being nice extending it. You guys got to be willing to state those bold kind of statements other than cowering and like, oh, you're right. You were used to the old rate, 200. I'll give you the old amount because you're exchanging feeling on something you're trying not to feel uncomfortable in exchange for approval from that client when you need to be approving of yourself. And I approve of paying my rent. I approve of buying myself flowers. I value, makes sense how you gotta make that value list? I value integrity. I value speaking my truth. I value paying my rent. I value taking myself on a vacation every year. I wrote that on there. I value vacations. I value being able to take time off work when I feel like it. And then every time something, and this is something that you're gonna have to manage daily. Put that, I had that daily list. I had it on my wall right here on like a couple sticky notes. This is what I value. And every time someone would email me, I would, is my response, what I'm saying to them, matching my values that I've decided I now value? Because there's a disempowered statement, I can't. There's the empowered statement, law of attraction terms, fear, number 22, lowest vibration, number 1, I acknowledge, I have this knowledge, I appreciate, I love, this is what I love. I love being able to pay my rent. I'm like, would giving this person a discount help me pay my bills? No, I didn't give them a discount. So this is something you're going to have to monitor daily, okay? Okay. Now, your third step that you're going to want to do, good old law of attraction style, envision your future the way you want it to be. You got to ask yourself these types of questions. What would you do when you wake up? Would you run to the gym? Would you meditate? Would you, whatever you want to do, ask yourself, what would I do right when I wake up? Because oftentimes people immediately go and check their cell phones, or they go and check in on their kids. One of my clients recently is like, no, what I do is I want that 15-minute meditation, so I wake up, I put my alarm on super low so it doesn't wake my husband up. I walk into the bathroom, I shut the door, and I meditate in the bathroom. No one ever knows. Well, now you guys know. But you see how she did that? She prioritized, I value waking up and the first thing I do, tending to my emotions, meditating, getting that peace of mind. What would you do when you wake up? And then every day it's going to be you're going to have to get used to starting to do new things. And it's awkward that it feels awkward. Saying yes to things that you like feel awkward. But in time, like the hand thing, if you do it enough times, saying yes to your yeses becomes your new norm. And ask yourself, envisioning your future, the number that most excites me to show up for my clients is XYZ. I ideally want to serve. How many clients do you ideally want to serve? How much money do you ideally want to make? That's how you figure out your price. I want to serve 2 people one-on-one, up close and personal, one-on-ones. They get access to me, like I'm up in their business, they're up in my business, and I want to serve 5 people in a mastermind, and I want to run occasional courses. How much money do I want to make to have the type of life that I value, the vacations I value, the disposable income that I value, the debt-free life that I value? And then you price, and then you stick to that price, knowing that people who come to you in the beginning as you're shifting your vibrations, there will be people who will want you at the old rate, and that's where you just, oh, nice to know I still have that vibration within me, and I now charge XYZ. Universe, I now allow myself to receive XYZ for clients. Where are those clients? I'm looking forward to meeting them. I had to do that every day, guys. This was about a month of journey that I did with this statement right here to get me to be able to charge an amount where I could pay my bills. And then when I went from not surviving to surviving to, okay, I've got some extra income, and then to, whoo, I'm making it. Sometimes it's easier to do this work when it's do or die, when it's I can't pay my effing bills anymore, I have to do this. When you go from that, when I went from like $5,000 to $25,000, I had a $12,000 month, an $18,000 month. That was when it was, whoa, me going now from thriving to ultra thriving, from living my life of my wildest dreams, taking 2 months off, a month-long road trip. That took much more. This is what I value. I value this. And I read that activation that I read to you earlier, those 4 sentences. I read that every day. And I went, I value this. I value this kind of travel. I value this kind of travel. And I read it. And then when an opportunity came in, it was, well, it's not really something that I do. If you'd like, I have this group program that might be better fit for you, or I have this. I stuck to my services and my offerings because that ultimately, I already did the math, these offerings will yield this monetary goal for me. It will help me help the number of people I want to be helping. It will give me time to do Facebook Lives and that stuff. and it will give me the type of money I want to earn. I had to remind myself of that every day. So guys, like all the stuff I'm giving you is stuff to implement every day. This is stuff that I use every day in my toolkit. You guys have been with me and watched me go from struggling, treating this as a hobby to this is a business and I'm thriving, vacations, new jewelry. Like I do this stuff every day, guys. Okay, future questions to ask yourself too. Okay, all those topics that you've been avoiding talking about, telling your husband, you don't like his beer jokes, going to brunch with your mom every Sunday if you don't want to, going out drinking every Friday night, figure out how you feel about those avoided topics, because you sacrificing your values in exchange for comfort, security, safety, approval, there's something that you're trying to avoid feeling. Makes sense, guys? It's because those avoided topics. Oh, no, because if I don't go, then my friends will feel like they're alcoholics. And then if I don't help them when they're in need, even though tonight I really just need a night to myself, if I don't help them when they're in need, they'll get hurt and they won't help me when I'm in need. And I'm afraid that I'll be alone, that I am alone. I feel lonely. I feel like I don't have friends. So do you see how sometimes, oh, this person called me, I'll go help them? You're trying to avoid that feeling of, I'm afraid that I'll be alone. Undercharging for your services. Oh, I can't charge that because someone might not be able to afford it. You're afraid that someone may not value you the way that you value yourself, and then you'll feel unvaluable. It will prove that little inner inkling that you've had, there must be something wrong with me. Guys, it took me a year to make my first meditation because I kept thinking, no, whatever meditation I make, it's not going to be able to help every single person. There's something wrong with the way that I make meditations. Everyone who's bought it has loved it. Or the ones who told me about it. Okay. Figure out how you feel about those avoided topics. And then you have to be willing to speak your truth on it, trusting that they will be able to tend to their emotions. I avoided for 2 years telling my friends I didn't even tell them for 2 years that I don't like going out drinking. I don't like going to their smoking bars. I have asthma. I have no business being in a smoking bar. I don't smoke and it would fuck up my breathing for like 2 days. And I didn't even tell them. I had to be willing to say, guys, could we sit on the patio, please? Hey, guys, could we go to a non-smoking bar? Of course, 2 years they were used to being able to do it that way. What are you talking about? Ha, 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 joke it off. Guys, I'm feeling a little unvalued right now. I'm feeling a little unwanted on this evening out. Like, I can't be in there with smoke. You got to be willing to have those conversations. From that, then they kind of came back with, well, we don't want to drink alone, and now I just feel bad for being a partier when you just want to go work out the next day. Every day I trust that they have an inner being guiding them towards their happiest life. I trust that they have the ability to say yes or no when they want to say it. I didn't say, oh yeah, you're right, let's just go drinking. I was like, well, I'm sorry, like I don't know if that's how you feel. That's not my intention. My intention is just to get a good night's sleep, and I want to wake up tomorrow early in the morning. If you would like to join me tomorrow morning, we can work out together. It took about 6 months of having that conversation before it kind of sunk in for them. So guys, this isn't like a one-time fix. This is something that because it's your thoughts, create your belief system, create your reality. By the time you're living the reality and you have a momentum built on it, for me it was 2 years. It took about 6 months of me, nope, this is what I want. And when I first worked out the next morning, I was like, oh, that felt good. And when I kept doing it, 6 months, it was no question for me. Like they stopped asking because my vibration was already so high that this is what I value and this is what I'll do. Make sense, guys? So this is something that you have to tend to daily. Let's see. Okay, where are we at now? Okay, so here is pointers for the future, because once you navigate out of it once, you have to just be aware that this is kind of this is a disempowered statement that you're carrying around with you. So with that, you'll likely have to start saying no to a lot of things. You'll have to start saying no to a lot of things. I had to say no. No to clients. No to being available for discounts. No to going out with people. No to partner with people who you don't want to partner with. You're going to start saying a lot of no's that you were just on autopilot. You're going to have to start saying yes to you feeling good. You're going to have to start saying yes to your dreams and your visions. Because there was about a month and a half lull that I had when I went away from like charging $200 to $400. And it was just, it doesn't matter. No one's booking right now, and that's okay. I raised my rates. I'm attracting in new clients. My inner being is finding the inner beings of the other people who want what I do at this pay level. I kept saying yes to my dreams, even though my physical reality didn't have the paying clients yet. After about a month and a half, I started getting booked out at the new rate. You have to say no to things you've been saying yes to. You have to continue to say yes to your value list that you made earlier. You have to say yes to your dreams. You have to be willing to say yes to a vacation over someone giving you a story of why they can't pay your new rates. Like, that was a hard pill to swallow. Honey, I really just need your help, and Spirit led me here. Ask your spirit guides. You can help me. I had to. And if I serve her at the $40 rate, that's telling the universe that I'm available for $40 services. And $40 services, I wasn't paying my rent. I am now available for $400. So what I personally did is I found someone else that they could go to. I was like, oh, hon, that's not something that I really do anymore. But here's someone who charges $35. Here's someone who charges $50. I've seen both of their work. I encourage you to scope them out to see if you'd like to work with them. That's how I navigated that one. But you have to be willing to do it at a daily basis, guys. Okay, because saying yes to you is worth it, guys. Okay, here's another one for people who say I can't and they feel inherently flawed. Which reminds me, I should give credit where credit is due. A lot of this information that I'm giving you right now is based off of a book I read, The Big Leap by Gay Hendricks. It's also based off of a lot of work I read by Carl Jung, and I think I'm pronouncing that wrong, and his archetypes. And it's based on a lot of law of attraction that I've read, and also I channeled my spirit guides too. So it's a combo of all four of those mushed together for you. Because my goal is, this took me a year to learn and like $40,000. I'm trying to give you this free video series for you to learn it all in 4 weeks. Just know that you have to implement it every day, okay, guys? And I have a course at the end that you can pay attention to too. But so one of the biggest things that people who say I can't and they think that something's wrong with them, you got to pay attention to colds, forgetfulness, and mishaps. Sometimes you can manifest in colds, because if you have the thought pattern of, I can't do that good, so-and-so will feel bad. Oh, I can't charge that much because of this. And then like the first time someone paid the first $400 amount, I started feeling ill. I started getting sick, and I started like, oh, I just don't feel well. And when it was getting closer and closer to the appointment, I was like, oh my God, see, I knew not to charge this amount. This amount is making me feel sick. And then I went, I'm trying to remember the exercise I did. Oh, it was, I did what I said earlier about what feeling am I trying to avoid feeling. I was trying to avoid feeling greedy. I was trying to avoid feeling like it's about the money. And that's when I realized, no, this isn't about the money. It's about helping the client and paying my bills. It's about both. And I like miraculously started getting better. Within the next 30 minutes, I was like, I did that activation series that I gave you. I now allow myself to feel better each and every day. I allow good feeling experiences in each and every day. Health, wealth. I read it to you in the beginning. And then by the time, like an hour later, by the time the phone call started, I was fine. Okay, let me give you another example. I launched my first workshop that had 50 people show up. And I was like, whoa, who am I to make like 5,000 in one weekend? I can't make that much. That just means I like all these thoughts racing in my head. And I like, after a lot of the tickets sold, I was like, holy shit. I stopped promoting it. I stopped emailing people. I stopped telling people about it. I stopped telling people of a service that would benefit them, help them transform, because I started getting sick. And I was like, oh, see, I couldn't. It's that whole, it's that inherently flawed thing that, oh, I could have sold the full 100 seats, but I got sick. So I was giving myself an excuse and out for not living my wildest dreams, guys. You got to catch yourself daily on this stuff if you really want to up your income. Okay. Essentially what that is, when you forget, oh, I forgot about that client. Oh, I'll just give them a refund. Mishaps. I don't know. I locked my keys in the car one time. Oh, see, I can't. That was the first time I sold a first package. I think it was back in the day when I was selling them for like $4,000. It was, oh, I'm so sorry. Like we'll meet later. I locked my keys in the car, guys. Like this. Until you're on the other side where you're saying yes to your vision and your dreams, and that's a reality. Now I close sales calls. Now I'm like, this is the new package I have. Come join me if you want this transformation. But I had to keep catching the old vibration every day. Okay. Oh, okay. Here's another one. In the future, once the good thing, oh, this is what I just covered. Once a new good thing rolls in, I can't enjoy it. You lock your keys in the car. You have to give a refund because you missed the appointment. You feel bad because it's oh, I feel greedy, I'm evil, I'm not in it to help people. You're in it for both. So you got to be aware of that. Like when the new thing comes rolling in, the client who pays you what you're worth, what are you doing to make yourself feel bad? Yeah. Okay, so that brings us back to why I have that mantra in the beginning, why it's not about money. I now allow myself to receive X amount of dollars in my life. Because, guys, law of attraction, the more that because think about it, if you had more money in your life, how would you feel? That's how law of attraction works. You got to focus on the feeling that the more money will provide you. It'll provide fun. It'll provide you feeling good because you get to choose how you spend your time. You get to go on the vacations. You get to buy yourself stuff. You get to feel good, empowered about how you spend your time. So that's why you do I now allow myself to feel better each and every day. Because when the vibration list, high vibe, low vibe, you have to raise the default amount of good you let in. So if you're typically at a vibration of pessimistic, you're not getting your dream clients, you're not getting your dream vacation, you're not getting your dream income. You have to raise that up. As much as sometimes you have to do things like I now charge more, if your vibrations aren't adjusted to the happy vibration, higher, you'll get the good money, but then you'll start feeling bad about it, or something else will go wrong. So I now allow myself to feel better each and every day. I allow more good in my life each and every day. I allow myself to feel more wealth, more health, more loving relationships, more than I ever have before. It can all be good. All areas of my life can be good and flowing. I now allow myself to feel better each and every day. Because then that makes the sales calls easier. That you're so used to feeling good and receiving the client at the new amount that will give you the time, the empowerment, the money you want. It feels good. You're so used to feeling good and allowing in small good things like a present from your friend or like beautiful flowers behind you. You say yes to the small good things so that you get the bigger good things. Okay, I repeated this, but that probably means it's important. As you go into the future, you really have to catch yourself. What are you trying to avoid feeling? What are you trying to avoid feeling? Because I can tell you for me, when I raise my rates and get the new clients in, sometimes I leave old clients in at the old rate, even though the package has since emerged and they're now getting more value from it. Sometimes I try to avoid but what if I what if they choose not to continue and they don't reach the result that they originally hired me for? You're trying to avoid feeling something there. You're trying to avoid feeling evil, feeling greedy, you got to pay attention to that, guys. Just start, if I were to do XYZ, I would feel. If I did XYZ, so-and-so might feel blah, 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 blah. All right, guys, so that wraps up this series of training. I'll be uploading a video every Sunday that's gonna help you kind of navigate out of the four biggest belief systems holding you back from earning money. But if you're sticking to the end, here's a mastermind and a money magnet course I have coming up. You can click in the upper right-hand corner to find out more. Click down in the description to find out. This will be starting June 1st, 2018. But if you happen to be watching at a later date, there'll be a do-it-yourself course for this, 100%. So I'm looking for 5 people for a mastermind who are ready to surpass their upper limits, who are ready to increase their vibrations, who are ready to live their wildest dreams. Your business is already successful. You're already making 10 to 30,000 at least, and you're ready to 5, 10x that. But you keep hitting that hidden barrier that I want that, but there's this barrier holding me back. But you know you were meant for more. You know you were meant for more. You know you're ready to serve more, just have more, do more, help more people. Click in the upper right-hand corner. Go ahead and apply. We'll get on a phone call. If you want access to the course, I don't have that sales page up yet, but that's essentially to help you blast through this. This video is 100% going to help you. I gave you like everything that I did, but if you join the course, it's going to be a 6-week course where you get, The mastermind, we're going to meet 3 group calls a month. It's limited to 5 people only, and you're all are already high vibe and successful. You also get a floating one-on-one every month to use however you wish, because I'm your partner throughout this 3-month journey. If you have a speaking engagement on Saturday, I'm there for you on the phone. If you want me to review your sales copy, I'm there for you. If you want me to review your court case before to best present it, I'm there for you. I'm your partner throughout all this. You also get a closed Facebook group for you and your 4 business soul tribe members to support each other and watch you guys grow, help each other, swap, pay for each other's services. We're all in this together. If you're not quite at the point where your business is successful, making that kind of money, I have a money magnet course, which is 6 weeks in length, and it's intense. It's going to be intense because we are going to plow through everything that took me a year to learn. So you're going to get everything you got in this video, plus you're going to get meditations. You're going to get a journal packet, a worksheet. You're going to get exercises that help you charge them more money. So you get a lot of worksheets, a lot of manuals. You get a lot of activation meditations, the masculine energy, as well as meditations to help with the feminine energy to help you receive in the good stuff. So we're going to activate your safe container to allow in more, and then we're going to activate the feminine that just allows the good to roll in. You need the safe container for the goodies to go into. We're going to do both. And plus you're going to be with, that one's open up to 20 people. You're going to be with your other people who are going through this together. Again, if you're watching this after June 1st, 2018, still click in the corner. I'll have a do-it-yourself version at home to activate the fuck out of your money frequency. It's everything that took me a year to learn, and everything that I paid about $40,000 to learn. I'm throwing in everything that worked, throwing out everything that didn't work so that you just get what you need to get to your next level in 6 weeks, not a year. Any questions, comment below, but let me know your thoughts, let me know your questions. If you have any questions on this, comment below. I'll come back and respond if I can. Give me a thumbs up if you like the video. Don't forget to subscribe so you get the other 3 videos. And of course, I'll be on Thursday, 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, just to be here as extra added support. So you can come to the live, you can join the mastermind, you can join the course. I'm here to help you however it seems fit to you. Love you guys.